Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Men's Chapter House. We are going to hop right into this. I'm going to be escaping some triangles, or at least trying to. We're going to get in this position and basically we're just going to keep driving forward. I have found that a lot of the triangle escapes that I actually use are all basically pushing forward, causing tension and making a little bit of space. I don't really like the ones where you sit back. The ones where you sit back tend to be a little bit more leverage inducing for your opponents. However, temporary leverage. Obviously, driving into them is a way to increase their leverage as well. However, it's only if they can get their shoulders away from you. If you can drive into them and basically get their shoulders or stack their pressure onto their neck, then it doesn't really matter unless they can walk their shoulders. And here you're going to see that when I escape these triangles, I'm going to go straight into arm attacks. The reason why I'm going straight into arm attacks typically is because that is what is going to be available once clearing, because they're going to be stacked, and when they go and they make that transition, typically they're framing using their hands, trying to prevent you from passing, or they're using their hands as pillars, etc. So sneaking over and taking these arms is typically pretty easy from escaping a triangle position, because you've cleared their legs. They committed too many resources to basically attacking, and then once the attack fails, typically you're clear of their legs. However, this does vary depending on how you do your escape. If you sit back instead of driving forward, again, you will not clear the legs nearly as easily. However, you might be safer from the triangle in other ways. Here I feed this into the chicken wing position. That chicken wing position is a little dangerous, so it's smarter to let it go if you don't really know who you're rolling with just yet, because you don't want to get anyone hurt. So anytime that you can put someone in a compromising position and it's kind of unusual to the human body, you don't want to hold it for too long, because some people think that it's a position they can move from, and it can be quite painful mistake to find out. And here I'm going to go for an Americana, but behind the back Americana. If you can basically double isolate someone's arms above their head, you can really get a lot of submissions from right there, or a lot of control. But I think that's more like a personal preference of how I like to roll. Not everyone likes to do it in that fashion. Here you're going to see I'm going to try to go for that top mount position. Isolate into an arm triangle right away, because his arm's super high, and then I'm just going to sit there until I basically am ready to put basically a rear naked style. I know everyone likes to do the clasping the hands and clearing to the other side. I do not. I prefer to do a rear naked style. So regardless of what side I end up on or how they move, I can squeeze basically and just choke them, or cause a lot of pressure and discomfort. That squeeze can be quite effective for a number of reasons. However, that is a diving escape. Don't necessarily recommend, but gotta experiment with it a little bit. Here, that's me trying to crawl back to the camera. Here I'm gonna basically remove his leg to be able to come back up top. If you do not allow control of people's hips, they are always going to beat you in any type of top scramble. So as you saw when he was holding me down and pinning me down, what he did was basically control my hips. And here I went for something a little silly. That was a triangle, but that was the end of the video. So I can explain a little bit more later, but that's all that was.